Cameron, are you in a
So I
basement, dude?
haven't.
It's my dorm. I'm in a dorm room.
Okay, cool.
Are you guys cool if I do the podcast like this?
You are so close. You are way too close.
It's hard for me
You
to
didn't
see you
even pick
guys.
up your headphones. It's like just your face.
Yeah.
Hey,
There's
who's that?
there's-
Is that a
there's
ghost?
demon
Is that a
behind you.
ghost?
Bro,
There's a
Is
ghost
that a
behind you.
ghost? We're playing too much Lethal Company, dude. We're playing too much Lethal Company.
It's
on,
Don't look at it
Caleb.
for too long. Don't look at it for too long, dude.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 2 of the Kickback. Last one was released like 3 years ago, so on this pace, episode 3 should come out like 2027. So really look forward to that. This is gonna be a banger. These are basically movies at this point. This is the sequel to the last Kickback, and as most sequels do, we have a new character joining, an oldie but a goodie. He's just never shown his face. This is Eli, bottom right, aka Trust Crib, aka Iceman, many names.
Hey,
Hey, welcome, Eli.
Do
Welcome.
I go, dude? Do I go now? It's my turn.
Yeah, blast
I
out.
don't know. Okay. My name's Eli. That's it. You know.
What's
I'm in-
one fun fact about
fun
you, Eli?
fact about me, huh? I'm scared of women. That's my fun fact.
All right, we'll cut
So
that
like
out.
a
Don't worry.
phobia?
We'll cut that out.
Any single ladies out there, feel free to hit me up. All right. And I probably won't respond, but that's okay.
Is this like a diagnosed phobia, or is
Yeah.
are you self-diagnosed?
It's self-diagnosed, bro.
Oh, okay.
I see. Well,
Sort
we
of
need to
like-
get that actually diagnosed.
Okay. Yeah, sort of like AJ with spiders in any game we play.
Yeah.
That's an actual
Yeah.
no.
No, it's an irrational fear, just like Eli's irrational.
You're afraid
fear.
of spiders?
Yeah, I don't do spiders.
Apparently, dude.
Why?
There was a spider at work the other day, and I had someone else come kill it.
Someone else, like the kids that you tutor? Is that what you mean?
I had one of the
Oh
the
my
kids kill it.
He's just on the desk freaking
It's
out.
really sad.
He's like, it's under the
Oh my
desk.
God.
It's under the
Oh my
desk.
Some like you made some kindergartner get their hands dirty.
That was probably that kindergartner's first kill, dude. Now you've changed it forever.
First kill, dude.
I'll never.
He's me-
I'll
he's
never go
become
back.
psychotic now because you, AJ. He enjoyed
Yeah,
that.
if it's
You gotta understand how,
Benefits.
how big you are compared to.
The spider or the kindergartner?
Yeah.
I guess
What do you-
both. Understand the moral wrong that you did by making the kindergartner do it, and then understand how much bigger you are than the spider. You know.
No, I'm not getting anywhere near a spider. No.
why are you so afraid of spiders? The spiders have literally never killed anybody.
They've never killed anybody.
I thought you were gonna keep going, but I mean,
Yeah.
No, that's it.
All right. Well, we won't make you suffer anymore, AJ. It's
Yeah.
been quite a while since our last podcast. Like hearing back, a lot has changed since then. We talked about back then.
Ryan
we talked
still has the
about,
cat ears.
Yeah, he still has the cat ears. We talked about like Mark Zuckerberg and the metaverse and Chipotle and Roblox, and those are constants. But I think all of us were still in school talking
Yeah.
about assignments and things. We were actually
yeah, some of us
uploading videos.
still are in school.
This is
So
our
Yeah.
third year senior.
Some of us don't even
Yeah.
live
He's
in
a
the
super
country
senior.
anymore.
yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy now. Some of us don't live in the same state. Some of us don't live in the same country. I guess I just want to. Do you think we should touch on the fact about like maybe talk about what's changed since this last podcast? Just where we are.
I can
mentally,
give you something
spiritually.
that's changed. Last time we talked about Travis Scott and
Yeah.
his actions, and the results of those actions have prevented him from ever coming back to the Fortnite item shop, and it's kind of a tragedy in a way.
So what's the tragedy exactly? Is it just the fact that people can't give their money to buy the
Well,
skin?
It's sort of a tragedy, but it's also like a blessing because those with the Travis Scott skin, it's considered rare. So the best thing I've heard from Travis Scott is the remix about Whoppers that Jaden had sent us the other day.
You actually
from-
listen to that?
Dude, that
See that?
went hard.
It was like
I get those Whoppers every time. I wanna eat the fries, yeah. I wanna eat fries.
how did we even talk about that? I don't even know how we got there.
You were asking if anything had changed, and I
And Ryan started talking about.
I asked about
Start talking about
major
490.
significant things that have changed in your life since the last podcast, and we talked about Travis Scott. And
Okay.
rappers.
Sorry. My bad, guys. Bad.
Yeah, that's on Ryan. I did want to ask Jaden, what is it like to live in a flyover state?
A flyover state? Maybe it was considered a flyover state in the past, Cameron, but things are changing. Times
Has
are
it changed? I don't know.
Yeah, it's changing. It's very modern. It's currently very cold.
Oh yeah.
If I opened up that
Cool.
window, it would be covered of snow. You know, it's like -1 outside or
Whoa.
something right now.
It's like Darwin.
Is that Fahrenheit or Celsius?
Fahrenheit. We do the correct measurements in the States.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's different. It's Arkansas was where I'm currently at. It's very strange because I feel like nothing was here previously. Like maybe 10 years ago or 20 years ago, there was like nothing. But now since they're starting to build things, everything is just really modern. So you'll have like vast stretches of land, like mountains and things, and then it'll just be like a Walmart, and it's extremely modern, or the town square is extremely modern. I know Ryan's excited about the Walmart.
I love Walmart, dude. I love it.
I haven't been to a Walmart in months.
They don't have Walmarts there?
They don't have Walmarts?
No.
I thought Walmarts
It's
were
an American
global,
thing.
like McDonald's.
No.
What's the main grocery chain over there?
The main one in the UK is called Tesco, and there's a good bit of Tesco's in Europe,
UK name.
in the continent as well. Yeah, it's I mean it's kind of like Walmart, kind of. Actually, I think Walmart, the brand, owns a store here called Asda. I've only been to it once though. Yeah. Yeah.
Is it comparable size-wise to Walmart? Because Walmart, you have everything, and it's huge.
A Tesco superstore is probably the same size, and those are pretty common. I don't know if they sell like electronics though, and they don't sell guns. Strangely enough,
What?
yeah, it's
Well, where are you supposed to
it
buy
has-
them?
it's
about-
bizarre.
Like
It's really weird.
fireworks
Yo,
and
what do y'all do on the 4th?
hot dogs. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're pretty. Apparently, they're pretty quiet on the 4th. I don't know. They don't
On the
do.
4th.
That's
Yeah.
so weird.
So stupid.
It is. It's very strange. They didn't celebrate Thanksgiving either. It's really weird.
What about that holiday that you told me about? Maybe this is their substitute for the 4th.
Oh,
It's the one where
yeah,
they burn-
yeah,
they
yeah.
burn the guy at the
They-
stake or whatever.
I forgot the name, but apparently, so I'm gonna get this right. So a guy tried to blow up Parliament, and then I think the king a few hundred years ago, and then the king at the time like swooped in and like stabbed him or something with his sword and saved the day. I don't know why I'm lying about this. That's not what happened at all. But basically, what they do today is they make an effigy of this guy that tried to blow up Parliament, and then they light him on fire. They light the effigy on fire, and then they shoot up fireworks, and they celebrate executing this guy.
Jesus.
It's a very fun holiday. Yeah, I think it's like, and it's the day before my birthday as well, so it's kind of like a personal little celebration.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
It's like they knew, and they just.
they don't. Yeah,
You
Wait,
were saying.
Is
They knew? What?
is the day you celebrate the day before your birthday the anniversary of like when that guy was slain?
yeah,
So
yeah.
what if
yeah,
he
took
was
his hearts.
incarnated into you? Because you were born the next day.
That's true.
A
It's
few hundred
Literally
years later.
reincarnation. Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, maybe that's. But I really enjoy the holiday, so. That's what a theory, Ryan.
Yeah.
You said you really enjoyed that holiday, or just the
Enjoys
holidays?
his death, I guess.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah, it's nice. They don't. This country has really softened up apparently in the last few decades or 100 years. So they don't actually kill people anymore to celebrate it, which is a shame.
Are
to
you-
lose that aspect of culture? But
Are you being serious about that, or are you joking again?
what about what?
So to celebrate this holiday about a guy being executed, they would execute more people in remembrance of it. Is that what you're saying?
Listen, I'm not a historian. I'm not a historian. But they definitely. I mean, at the very least, they're definitely making like an effigy of a person, and then so they burn that. Whether or not, I mean, I would. If you have, I feel like if you already have someone on death row, like in Texas, you might as well make a spectacle out of it. But I don't think they would do that here anymore. They're pretty soft these days.
Gee, that's a little.
Well, y'all aren't gonna believe this. I just looked it up. They would kill his descendants
No way.
every year. Yeah.
Oh wow. See, I feel like you
Jesus.
lose some of that like spirit, as a country as you move on. These
That's-
days everyone is just drinking tea and apologizing for their past wrongdoings and colonial possessions and things like.
That's true punishment.
Come on,
That's
man.
punishing your entire family line. I don't
Yeah,
even know how the
that's-
family line was being continued unless they just picked one person every year, I guess. But then you're gonna have to be pumping them out pretty fast to keep the line
Well,
going.
Well, they had to keep the holiday alive.
All right, so
It's too
yeah,
bad.
Cameron currently resides in the UK, and his voice is changing by the day. Sometimes he has to put on the American accent, and it's something we have to get used to.
Yeah, it's really challenging.
What about
Can you
you?
actually hear your UK accent real quick? Like, just for the rest of this podcast, actually, just speaking your UK accent.
Yeah, talk how you normally talk while you're over there.
Well, you see, gentlemen, that's the thing. I'm gonna let you guys in and all the listeners in on a little secret, okay? Nobody here actually has an accent. It's all for show,
Really?
okay? Yeah.
Oh
They just
my-
want the world to think that they have an accent. But if you actually, come here and get to know people, once you get to know someone personally, they chop it. It's hilarious. It's like a big con,
That's so.
What's
I don't
the,
know.
What's
Crazy.
the dental care over there like?
Poor. It's poor. They don't have. It's not nationalized, so unless you have private insurance,
That dental care. I was like, what did he say at first? But I got it now.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'd always had that theory, but it just sounds so out there that I never wanted to bring it up. But I'm glad that you
Yeah.
put that to bed for
I
sure.
I mean, I'm here to expose the truth. You might have to. It's yeah. It's
I
not
know,
very well
'cause
known.
you hear British actors and actresses. They star in movies, and where's the accent?
Do you really think anybody would actually talk like that in
For-
real life?
once they take
yeah,
it
like when you-
seriously, once in an
yeah.
actual movie, they drop it. But I thought they were
Can
putting
you
on
imagine
an
if
accent.
someone actually talked like that? You would never be able to take them serious.
For real. It's not even
Yeah.
English at that point. They're
We're
saying
just
wrong
making
words.
enemies. I'm making
Mm.
enemies with the whole country right now. Just
What about you, AJ? How's the time skip treated you?
time skip. Graduated, so that's about all that's new.
Nice.
Nice. I graduated as
Nice.
well. Moved out to Arkansas, aka the flyover state. And how about you, Eli? This is your first time, but think about where
Yeah.
you were when we were making videos, and think about where you
Yeah.
are right now.
I mean, I'm pretty much in the same position actually. I was working back then. Like back then, I was working at Planet Fitness. Now I'm working for a corporation actually. So,
Corporation.
nice.
That's- sounds like a step up
corporate-
to me, then.
Corporate America.
I lived a year with the boys. Probably the best year of my life, honestly. dude.
Ew.
And,
I can't
now I'm-
believe that whole
now I'm
year
back, dude.
was off camera. Basically,
Yeah.
we didn't
Dude,
do a
no.
single thing.
Yeah, and it's
Oh,
funny. We were always
God.
talking about like how we're gonna start recording more and everything, and do like live skits, and we just never did it, bro. We would like plan them out, but we just never.
We really
it, you
did.
know?
Yeah, me, Ryan, and Eli all lived together for a year in an apartment. And
Yeah,
we
and
said we were
then
gonna record
Jaden
like
left.
skits and things.
And
Yeah,
then Jaden left us.
I got flown out, and I never came back. But
So now me and Ryan are gonna live together. Oh, maybe.
Hey, that's the dream, dude.
Who knows, bro?
That's the dream.
And AJ, I see AJ right there. Yeah, maybe AJ.
I'm here
AJ,
That's
if
kinda-
you're
also
down,
in
dude, if you're
Texas.
down, AJ, we could always
Y'all,
use a third. man.
y'all the worst. No,
AJ,
I
you
remember
down?
visiting y'all's
you down,
apartment,
AJ?
and I just saw a Christmas tree, Halloween decorations.
Yeah.
Happy
St.
birthday-
Patrick's
happy
Day
birthday,
decorations.
man.
Y'all just left everything up.
why don't we
Yeah,
take it
let's.
down?
Well, yeah, I think we should describe their apartment really quick for all the viewers to really get a picture of what it was like for an outsider to enter into this apartment. What are some more things you remember?
Ryan would pin our kitchen utensils box.
Yeah.
Up on,
Oh,
up on the ceiling, dude.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just something that I thought was silly, and it kind of stuck. So it was
I mean,
it was
looked
one of the
nice.
highlights.
It
Yeah,
was
no,
well
everyone
done.
loved it.
You couldn't even
Manuals, y'all
you
had?
couldn't even see how it was pinned up there because it was pinned from the inside, so it just looked like
Yeah.
it was attached to
I
the
really
floor.
had to. I really had to get up there, and
The maintenance guys liked it actually. It was kind of funny. I remember they walked into our apartment one day without even no warning, but it was okay. And I just heard them laugh at what we had up there. It was
Yeah.
probably the best thing.
Speaking of, well, two things. People coming into our apartment and the maintenance guys. We had a board on the side for everyone to sign whenever they entered the apartment for the first time, and we had a couple of maintenance guys come over and do like an inspection, and we asked if they wanted to sign it, and they signed in like huge letters right in the middle of it.
Yeah, they
But
wrote
one
a
of the
lot.
guys was like, "Hey, I'm in a YouTube like music video," and we checked it out, and it was probably the silliest thing I've ever seen. He was like, I don't know if I remember it exactly, but I just remember we were waiting for like 3 minutes for him to show up, and finally he's like a cop that knocks on the door, and then he's like about to make a bust, but then he starts partying with everybody. I think that's how it was.
I think someone throws it back on him in the video too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's basically this like rapper who has a pretty thick accent, and it's a giant party at this house in a neighborhood, and the cop comes over to bust. We're like 4 minutes into this music video at this point, and he knocks on the door, and it turns out to be our maintenance guy that literally just checked our toilets or something. He was famous. I'm pretty sure he had like 1 million views or something.
It was awesome.
It was pretty crazy. And then instead of shutting down the party, he starts partying with them and drinking, and ladies were dancing around. So it was quite legendary.
Anything else about the apartment? We had some scrub mommies. We had like 4 scrub mommies.
We
in
had
that
the whole
apartment.
scrub family with us, bro. I think other than the scrub babies, I think that's the only thing we're missing.
Yeah, we were scrub
There
mates
was-
for sure.
There was one day
I still
Eli
got
and
mine
I.
actually. Hold on, one second.
Yeah, my scrub mommy is right there.
We all
Hey,
got
Jane,
some
where's
scrub-
yours at, dude?
I was telling Ryan before we started
No.
recording. I put my scrub mommy to work.
Bro,
I think her time has passed already.
this is a
Nah,
collectible,
dude.
dude.
My mommy is on the wall. My daddy is in the sink. He's the one doing the work.
I don't remember where my scrub daddy went. I just have the scrub mommy, so I put it to work, and then I think it died out or something, and we got another one.
And don't worry, AJ. Whenever you move in with us, bro, we'll get you one, alright?
Yeah.
We'll get you one.
Yeah, it has to be a
So,
different color than
all the
everyone
scrub
else's.
merch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the scrub merch.
We'll
I got the
eventually
squirrel.
get it. We'll eventually get sponsored.
That would be
That'd be
great.
awesome. That'd be
That'd
awesome.
be such a weird sponsor for getting content. Like,
You're such a hater, dude. Like you hate on every
that
idea.
would be weird. I wouldn't expect it.
What would you want, AJ? What would you want?
Yeah,
as a
what would you
sponsor?
want, AJ?
As a sponsor?
Yeah.
Sonic.
Well, like probably
Oh my
like
God.
batteries.
Dude,
You
look at
probably
what I
wanna be
have
like
for you, AJ. Look what I have for you.
That the
Look
Sonic.
at this, dude. Yeah, I'm hiding it from you so you can never have it. Look at that. Does it make you mad that I have this, AJ? A free Route 44.
Oh, it's a Route 44 too. That's
Yeah,
hooked in.
that's an
Our
AJ.
back, hold on. Let me
That's the
get
only thing
Mm.
that's AJ size. Anything normally big stuff like that is not AJ size, but it's a unique situation. But
Do you still drink soda like every day, like constantly?
Not really. No.
Moving on, growing up.
I guess.
Well,
I don't know.
what's your poison these days?
Yeah, what's your poison?
You know those cartons of like fruit juices?
Like Capri Sun?
No,
Yeah.
no, like the big cartons, like the fruit punch.
Like Sunny D
Oh.
or something?
No, it's like an actual carton. You don't know what I'm talking about? I think they're like Minute Maid or something. Anyway, they're like $2 for a carton, and I can drink that in a whole day.
That's disgusting.
It's
Minute Maid
it's
is
so
the worst
good.
brand of all time.
It's
I hate
so
Minute Maid.
good. They're
The
like
Minute Maid fruit punch is actually pretty good.
Yeah,
That might be what he's
see, Eli
talking
knows.
about.
Eli knows.
AJ said he transferred from Coke to Minute Maids.
That's good. I mean, it's healthier. So
I still drink.
No,
soda
it's
with-
not.
soda with
yeah, it is, dude.
oh my god, he has something right next to
What?
him.
Why do you think it's healthier? What makes you-
Coke can give you cancer, bro.
What are you? What? What are you
No,
talking about?
That's
Coke-
not true. That's
Coke
not.
can
If
give
you say
cancer,
the
bro.
aspartame or something like that.
What?
Something like that.
That's
yeah,
that's
I don't know.
Diet
No,
Coke, right?
it's
I thought the Coke
Oh,
Zero
that
or
was
the
Diet
Diet
Coke,
Coke.
Diet Coke is
Yeah.
also
And it's
a
funny because
lie.
I
That is a
drink the
lie.
zero.
Is it a lie,
the
AJ?
zero
Is it a
drinks.
lie?
Yes, it's a lie.
How's it a lie? Where's your proof?
You
Checkmate.
got me.
Checkmate.
You got me.
Source?
So
Did you read it off Reddit,
And
AJ?
you know what? They also kill
Dude.
that guy's descendants every year in London. They're all. It's all
Those are,
true.
Those are two separate things, dude. You can't correlate them.
So we're all. I would consider us. I think we all consider ourselves to be gamers. You know, we play Xbox here and there. We might dabble in some crab game.
Yeah, dabble in it, bro. I live in crab gaming actually.
So I was wondering. I was thinking about this the other day, and I was curious to hear what y'all guys would say about it. But I'm assuming most of us grew up playing games, which is probably why we enjoy games now. Do y'all have any sort of like childhood game that's pretty obscure, but it was something that was really important to you growing up? Like a lot of people grew up with Mario or Halo or something like that. But maybe you grew up with Shrek the video game and that was like your favorite game or something, and it just like has a special place in your heart or something like that.
Like one game that I like continually played growing up was actually the Gears of War games.
Really?
Yeah.
Like at what age?
I was like 8, 9.
Those games are kind of gruesome.
Yeah, no, I'd play I'd play those growing up. My first game was actually Halo, but I mean,
Your first game
Halo
ever
kinda-
was Halo?
yeah, like the first game I
What?
That was one of my
remember
first games
playing
too, actually.
was Halo. I played it at
Yeah.
my uncle's house in California.
Everything just
Yeah.
clicked, huh? As soon as you got on the
Yeah, and I was
sticks.
like, you know what, dude, I'm gonna start playing video games now. And that's when the addiction started. And yeah, it's never stopped.
Were all of us exposed to Halo pretty early on? Is that why we're Xbox guys now?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I feel like we got really lucky that we were all Xbox guys instead of PlayStation, or half of us PlayStation, half of us Xbox. 'Cause
I mean, Ryan did have that little stretch where he was just playing PlayStation.
Dude, come
so-
on. It was just a phase. It was just a phase, dude.
It's just
yeah,
I used to play PlayStation over Xbox. Yeah, it
you-
was like
you,
Yeah.
during PS3, right? You had
yeah,
you had
like
PS3.
during like the Modern Warfare 2 era. If you guys are old enough to have played that all the time,
well,
I played that on
actually,
PlayStation.
Well, yeah, I grew up playing
You,
Xbox.
Modern Warfare 2 1.
I
Just to clarify.
remember, I think it was like one of your birthdays, like way back then, and we were at your house, like waiting to go leave or whatever, and we were playing on Quarry on that map on your PS3.
Quarry?
But I'd like never touched a PS3 before, so I was like so fascinated by it.
Is
by
that the
that
map with all the
monstrosity.
blocks in it?
It's like, yeah,
I just remember
Um,
that's like the worst map I've ever played on. I hated it.
yeah. it
What
was
is
something
y'all's
like that.
peak console?
What do you mean?
Like the
Like your
games, like all
favorite?
the peak games, and like
Oh,
I
Yeah.
imagine
I-
like having
the
like
most-
the best time on it.
I guess like that kind of goes into what my childhood game was. I I was always kind of like right behind everyone else, just because my dad got a lot of my video game stuff and he would just pass it to me. So whenever I was born, I think the GameCube was out, but then my dad had the Nintendo 64 and like all the other ones because they were the previous thing and they were cheaper. So I was lucky to grow up with like the NES, SNES, N64. But eventually, when I was old enough, I got a GameCube when I was like 8 or 9, and that was like that was the GOAT console for sure. And my favorite game on there, besides like Smash or something, it was kind of obscure. It was Rayman 3. I don't know if any of y'all have played that, but it was a game with gold like a year ago or something on Xbox. But yeah, for some reason I don't know where I got that game. Maybe it just popped up in my drawer or something. It was like I was chosen. But yeah, now Rayman is like a side scroller and he's like in Mario games or something now. But back in the day, he was a 3D platform guy and he had like all these different power ups and he can like shoot his arms because his arms weren't attached to his body for some reason. But that was such a strange game. It like I had no idea what Rayman was. So you drop in and there's like good fairies and bad fairies, and the bad fairies look like fleas, and they go and start like eating all the good fairies or something. And so Rayman and his like best friend Glowbox or something, who's voiced by
John Leguizamo.
I think that's Luigi, and the sloth from Ice Age. So he like gets trapped or something, and you have to go save him. And so this little guy comes up, and Rayman has like no idea what to do, and he's like, "Well, let me just read the game manual." So then he pulls out the game manual, and he starts like and you have the game manual like right in front of you, and he's like reading everything along with you, and he's like, well, it looks like you can jump by pushing this button, and then so you do that, and he's like going through. He's like, I think there might. He's like reading the story off of it too, and he's like making fun of the game and like all the developers as you're going. It was just such like a crazy, weird little game that I feel like no one talks about, but it was like such a cool game. But yeah, the GameCube was definitely the GOAT because it had so many good, weird games on it, and it was just such a cool little concept for a console.
Hey, dude, I'll have to check out Rayman 3. Sounds like a good time.
It's really fun. It's aged pretty well, I think. Oh yeah, there's a part like your little navigator guy that's reading the manual. Eventually, he's like, "Screw this! This is not worth my time." So he like rips up the manual and like throws it away, and he like leaves you, and he's like, "See you in Rayman 4." But Rayman 4 never came out, so rest in peace to that
Hey,
guy.
maybe one day he'll come back.
Just lost in the void until
Yeah.
then.
I guess to take a step back and answer Eli's question, because I don't know if I had any like wacky games like Rayman. Like I grew up playing like Pokemon and everything on my DS. But I think my most like memorable console was the 360, because that's it's like where we all started playing together. That's
Yeah.
like when Minecraft came out on consoles, like all the OG Call of Duties, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1. Like, dude, those are like the best gaming memories that I'll ever have. And God, back when Jaden hated me, Eli hated me,
Hey, bro, I couldn't help it, dude. Right? You
Back in
were
the
just
day.
hateable back then, right?
I mean, what can I say?
Hey, but you had your redemption arc for sure.
I did, yeah. I changed your hearts. So.
Xbox 360 was definitely good, but like I think, well, yeah, I grew up playing Xbox. I think the first console I really owned was a PlayStation 2.
Nice.
And like you would just play like all of those like random games like Shrek the video game.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
I had all the Guitar Heroes on PlayStation 2. There was a game I bought for the apartment we never got to play. It was that Gauntlet game. It's like a Dungeons
see
and
it.
Dragons type of thing.
Oh,
I'm not
that's
sure
cool.
Ryan might have
Does
it.
Ryan
but
have it?
He might, because I don't have a PlayStation 2. But Thrillville was like really fun. remember
Do
that.
you make your own amusement park like Roller Coaster Tycoon? Is that what that
Yeah,
is?
yeah. You like make your own amusement park. You can like flirt with the guests or something like that. It's really weird.
What the heck?
But
I don't see either of those games,
I think I
but
have it.
I
somewhere.
think you kept them.
Yeah, let's see.
The PlayStation 2 is also my first console, and I brought it to the apartment, and we played so many games. We played like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on it. We played a bunch of SmackDown versus Raw.
We had a
I think
band
I-
called the Quackers.
Yeah, on Guitar Hero, I had my Guitar Hero up there.
Hey,
So
there
it's
it
this
is.
game?
Yeah,
There it is. Oh yeah, no, that game was just like really fun. I can't play it right now, obviously, but
Classic.
Yeah, I remember you buying that. That's definitely up there with one of the weird games. I've never even seen that before.
you bought it like right before we moved out, right? We just never really got the
because we
chance to
expected
play
to
it.
move in again, like right after like move in. After
Yeah,
the
that's
lease was
right.
up. But we never got to. Unfortunately.
What about y'all two? Y'all have any weird games growing up? No.
Who?
Yes. The
Y'all
only
two,
two people that
AJ,
haven't
okay.
talked.
You just said y'all too. It's like, all right.
Do you have any, AJ?
Weird games. I don't know. I always played a lot of different games. I would get a lot of hand-me-down games and consoles. So
Yeah.
I remember a lot of N64 games. Still have all those. PlayStation 2. I think me and my sister played Guitar Hero. Or was that PlayStation 2 or 3?
I think it was on
Okay,
both.
we both.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember us playing so much Guitar Hero because we didn't have a memory card. So we would try to get as
Oh my
far as we
God.
could.
Oh my God, dude! You just unlocked like memories about not having a memory card. When I had my GameCube first and my PlayStation 2, I never had a memory card, so I always would just play the first level again and again and
Yeah.
again. And I would try to like leave my console on overnight to like maybe play it the next day, and it would like die or crash or something, and I'd be so upset.
Oh,
Or like
Dude.
the next day, the disc was like, it can't read it. And you're like, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
what do I?
You guys are reminding me of something. I think the most obscure game from my childhood was SpongeBob SquarePants, the movie, the game.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And I
that's a
remember
banger.
like one of the first missions you're in like the what's it called when
The
you're
Goofy Goober?
yeah, the goofy goober, and you're like hopping from platform, like dude, with the ice cream, and it was so much fun.
Bro. That's probably the best movie I've ever seen.
Dude, that movie goes hard.
It's the
That's-
best piece of cinema ever created, bro.
Yeah, still a top 3 movie for me, for sure. Oh, that reminded me of something, which is why I brought up Rayman. I think there was a Rayman, like Rayman starred in some show recently, like on Netflix or Hulu or HBO, and he's like a okay, they've done barely anything with Rayman, but he's like a drug lord who's like sniffing cocaine off of like naked women in that show or something.
What?
And I was like, this is my childhood, and you're ruining it right in front of me.
Is it animated?
It's animated,
Like-
yeah. He's like a guest star in some show. I don't know if it's a video game show or something, but it's animated, yeah. And he's like the drug lord who lives underground underneath like a club or something. And I just saw like screenshots of it, and he looks like fat and like gross, and he is like snorting cocaine. And I was like, this is awful. This is awful. Why would you do this to my goat?
What movie? That kind of reminds me. I think it was like Chip and Dale that did something like that, where the main villain was like a grown up, like washed up, like Peter Pan or something like. Well,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if any of you guys saw that movie, and I don't know if it was Peter Pan, but I think the villain was like, he was like stealing characters their body parts or whatever. I honestly don't remember that movie at all, but
I think I watched like 15 minutes of it and I never finished it.
I remember there was a Rick and Morty like Easter egg in there,
Oh,
which
really?
was really weird in a Disney movie, but it
Where
was
is it
pretty
actually
cool.
them? Like in Space Jam?
I think no, it wasn't like that. It was, I think the two squirrels, or one of the chipmunks, they
Yeah.
were like in a thing that was, they're in like a device, and that device was like showing alternate versions of themselves, or like what they could transform into, and one of them like turned into like a little Rick chipmunk, and the other one turned into like a little Morty chipmunk, or it was something like that. I don't remember exactly.
Well, whatever happened to the Rick and Morty guy? Was his name Justin?
Roiland.
He got, I think he got, the case got dismissed for like a lack of evidence or something, so he wasn't found guilty. But
So he did it, but it wasn't found
who's
guilty.
to say? I don't know. I haven't seen the new season yet, so
Maybe they
I can't
address
speak
it.
for the.
Wait,
Yeah.
how would that clear his name?
Well, just for like the new voice actors and stuff, I can't give a rating on how they perform. But
That's crazy
yeah,
if he wasn't found guilty. I mean, I don't know the verdict because maybe he was found guilty. I thought he did get charged with something, but if he didn't get charged with anything and it was just accusations, then that kind of sucks that everything he was
Yeah,
ever
fair,
involved in, like because he was a part of a video game company, he was a part of that. He's a part of other
Yeah.
shows too, even some Cartoon Network stuff.
Yeah,
and they just all cut him.
what about
Well, it's
the
kinda-
guy? Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, it's kind of like the Johnny Depp situation where he like got cut from the Pirates movie and then
Oh yeah,
went through trial, and then he was whatever, not guilty, but he was still not a part of the movie anymore.
yeah. I remember that
Yeah.
whole trial was just public. There was like a constant live stream that was like updating everyone about what was happening and all the
So many
testimonies and
memes we
things.
got from it.
Whatever happened to the guy that plays Kang? He was found guilty, right? Of
I think so.
I think it was. It might have been assault or something.
I stayed the night at my parents' house, or I was at my parents' house. I don't know what I was doing, but I was watching TV in the old room, and I was on Hulu, and like the first thing that popped up was how he was like finally speaking about what happened. It was like this whole documentary. It was the first thing on Hulu. So I think he's still trying to fight the charges, but that might be hard.
Yeah, I mean, he was found guilty. I don't know if you can reverse that. I'm
He was
not going to
guilty. I
law
just
school.
looked it up.
What do y'all think they're gonna do about Kang then? They like set the whole section of the Marvel universe all around him.
Yeah, I saw like an alternate cut to. I think a fan made it to. Is it Quantumanium? Right?
Yeah, The Ant-Man movie, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, at the end of it, it said, Kang will not return.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, like that's all they changed.
I mean, that movie was like, I didn't know what to expect from it because I'm not like, I like reading comics, but I haven't really read like any comics about Kang. But I know that he's like this really strong, like time traveling guy.
Yeah.
And I was just so confused as to how like Ant-Man could go toe to toe with him. So they put like the strongest villain, like Thanos level, up against like one of the weakest Avengers. And then at the end, I think they like one of the end credits was like 1,000,000 Kangs in an arena, like all hooting and hollering about how they're gonna. I don't know, but maybe they'll recast him. Maybe they'll go with another villain.
I think that was like the whole point of his character was that if you kill him once, he's just gonna come back like a different version of himself or something like that. Yeah, that.
Which I mean, they technically could just recast him and say he's a different version, you know.
Guess that's true.
Which maybe that's what they could do, but you never know.
Yeah, that's like the last. I don't honestly remember what the last Marvel movie I watched was. I know there's been Loki season 2 came out, another show, Secret Invasion came out, and the Echo show came out, and the Marvels
I've
movie
not
came
seen
out.
any
I
of
haven't
those,
seen
dude.
anything, dude.
I think the last thing I saw was She-Hulk, dude. and That was enough to
Hey, She-Hulk, dude.
It's not worth it anymore, dude.
Man, we watched She-Hulk in the apartment were we
Thursday.
watching it like as it came out? Yeah, is that what it was?
Every Thursday was She-Hulk night, and we all went around the TV.
We'd get like a pizza, and we would just be ready for the show, the new episode to come out.
Bro, y'all remember AJ, dude? If we all move in, dude, yeah, we're gonna have the Love Island nights,
She-Hulk
bro.
season 2 nights.
Hey, Love Island, bro. Love Island, dude.
Love Island.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude, we did have Love Island nights.
Euphorian.
Euphoria night.
Too hot to handle nights.
I remember when I think when it was an episode with Drake playing. I was,
Yeah,
like, trying to go to sleep,
I was
and
talking
just,
about
heard
that the
y'all
other
start
day.
screaming, dude. And I was
Whenever
like, bro, this-
Nonstop starts playing, right? Is that what you're talking about?
yeah, I
We'd
just,
always
hear y'all
sing
start
it every
screaming,
time.
dude. I was
Yeah,
like,
it was
bro.
a hype intro.
I wasn't expecting
we didn't mean to
Drizzy
wake
to
you
show
up.
up, you know?
We didn't mean
Yeah.
to wake you up. It was pretty late. Yeah, y'all definitely need to do Love Island whenever y'all move in together. But you're gonna have to pick a different country, I guess, because we did American and a little bit of the UK one, I think. So maybe y'all could
Yeah.
do like, I don't know, Japan.
Australia.
Or something.
There's Australia, dude.
Australia.
I'll let AJ choose since he's the newcomer, dude.
Yeah, he'll be the new guy.
I'll watch it. Yeah.
That means he'll also have to do all the dishes and clean up around the place.
Oh,
And the
AJ.
laundry too. Yeah,
Yeah.
we had to make Eli
Yeah.
and Anthony do that because me and Ryan had lived
Yeah.
together previously.
You should
Yeah.
you should get him like a special like apron or something.
It says new guy.
as
that'd
like
be
cow,
awesome.
as like cow print on it and says new guy.
Yeah, some bunny ears on top.
It's gonna be
AJ,
so
you better
nice.
be prepared, dude.
Y'all
better be
gonna come
prepared.
home from school or work and the dishes will be done. Y'all's like sheets will be washed, folded.
And if we have any math problems, we can just knock on his door and ask him. Dude.
Yeah, that would be
Any
awesome.
mathematical equations?
Yeah, that I can't figure out on a calculator or by looking it up.
Wow, we don't need a calculator anymore, right?
Yeah,
We
hold
have
on,
literally
let's-
living right
let's-
there, dude.
AJ, so you graduated with a degree in math. Let's go ahead and
Yep.
someone. I'm gonna pull out a calculator. I've seen people do this online. So okay, now somebody ask AJ like a really hard math question, and I'm gonna use my calculator. And AJ,
Alright,
you're gonna try to beat me.
I'm not.
Make it
I'm not
make it
gonna
like
be able to
a
do it,
make it
alright?
like a multiplication number. It's like
My
5 digits
my
by 5
number
digits.
sense- My number sense I've not been practicing since I graduated high school, so
Hey, well, I'll make it. I'll give you
He's
an easy
modest.
one.
You're so
I'll
modest.
Yeah, don't act like you don't have a doctorate, dude. I'll give you an easy one. Cameron, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, this is gonna be 200 divided by 13.
Got it.
AJ,
AJ, you're so slow, dude.
He's not even trying,
You're
dude.
so
He's just drinking his
slow.
Coke.
AJ, can you solve this for me, actually?
200 divided by 13. That's just a bunch of gibberish. That's nothing.
Wait, hold on. Let's okay. You know what? We're gonna give you some extra time since clearly you've been out of it for a few months. Let's try to think about it. I have the
Yeah.
answer right here.
yeah, I'll give you the same. 200 divided by 13. Why are you looking it up? Why are you looking it up?
Yeah, I can see you.
You can see
it.
it. You're literally cheating.
Yeah.
Just give us
I'm
the
trying to
answer.
think. I'm trying to think.
Remember what the math teachers would tell us in school, bro? We're not gonna have a calculator in the real world.
Remember
So we
to
better
you put
remember to
the
show your
number
work
you
too.
put the numbers in the house and then the numbers outside the house, right? And then you
PIMDOS.
go over the house on the roof.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
with
we,
your fingers?
we shouldn't have to be telling you this, AJ.
And then they go in the house.
Bro,
then you
I feel bad for the
subtract it.
kids you tutors, dude.
He's like using his fingers when he's
Hold on.
doing.
16,
1, 2, 3.
16, 13 over 200.
Not even close.
What'd you say?
What was it?
This is the answer.
No, that's actually really close.
All right, AJ. Maybe counting isn't your specialty. Maybe we should get some cards, some playing cards, and like you
That's
can
just
count them in the air, and maybe you have that gift.
No,
Like,
I can't do that.
What do you mean?
what is
count
your
the
what do you do?
count the number of cards that you're throwing in the air? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like you throw them all in the air, and he counts. He like
So
you
like
guys
you,
never seen that?
no.
Like Raymond.
Of course.
Okay.
That's easy. It's 52 cards. Got it.
I'm trying to figure out what your math specialty is.
Yeah, what's your power?
Yeah, like what is your thing that you do?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Interesting.
I know a lot of math topics, so
You do algebraic equations.
What's your favorite math topic, AJ? Like if you
favorite math
if you could
topic was
if you could pick like
differential
any okay, so
yeah,
if
differential
out
equation.
of every equation you could solve, that's the one you're going for. Like you're like, you know what? I want to have a good time. It's just like, if I
It's
could
a
do
Friday
anything
night.
tonight.
I'm hanging
Yeah.
out at the
I'm
house.
trying to relax.
Differential equations was so nice because we would do all kinds of like chemistry and physics stuff,
Yeah.
and it was just
That's
way
nice.
easier than an actual physics class. I'm like, why don't we just learn this first and then take physics?
Isn't
But
an
no.
integral the inverse of that, or am I thinking of something else?
Differential equations has a lot of the Laplace transformations. I don't know if you remember those.
I took 3 years of calculus. Or I took calculus 1 and 2 and 3 in university,
And then
and I don't
you
remember
took
anything.
UP1, right?
And I took I had to take statistics in high school because it didn't work with my schedule or something. But yeah, I had to get 3 math courses for my major for some reason. I don't remember anything besides linear algebra. That one was actually kind of cool, but everything else was just not worth the time.
Yeah, they're in all my classes. I would think I think it was my junior year. I was like, okay, cool. I don't know where else math can go. And then they're like, oh yeah, here's 7 other math classes you can take.
Nice.
Like, how's there more? How?
Yeah, for real. I feel like you beat the final boss. There's the end game.
You're just doing side quests.
Yeah.
It's just insane.
It's just-
Yeah, because you can only count so high. So
Can you only count so high?
AJ, what's the biggest number you can count to?
What's the biggest number you've ever seen, AJ?
All right, let's hear it right now, AJ. Just start counting.
Yeah, we're gonna be here for a little bit, guys. So
this is
better go grab your popcorn or something.
this is like Math Guys Explained by Hollywood. Like,
AJ, the biggest number, dude. I mean, we need it right now.
AJ, what is the biggest number?
Come
It's
on,
like,
buddy.
yeah, it's like Google or something, right, AJ?
AJ, what is the most big number?
Isn't it like
I'm
Google?
not answering these questions. No.
Oh.
Nah, bro.
Hey,
Come
Cameron, what was your major? Yeah, I know it's like political sciences, but it's like international political sciences, I think.
Exactly. Yes, I was a history major.
Well,
You were what?
you were a history major?
Yes, I used to be that. I had switched. Yeah,
I thought you had
like my junior year.
Okay, that's
I was
do this every time. Every time
Yeah.
it's wrong.
I had switched. I wasn't international relations was my major, which incidentally is basically what Hope is doing now.
interesting.
In grad studies. But yeah, no, I switched to be a history major. So
What's your favorite
Favorite year.
Yeah. What's your favorite year? What's your favorite moment in history?
Favorite moment. It's got to be July 4th, 1776.
Let's go.
Right. Dude, I knew that country wasn't gonna change it, dude. Your foundation and your beliefs are rock solid, dude, and I love that about you.
It's the blood, man. It's in the blood.
Mm.
So
I know you have
Man.
I know you have a gun in your pants right now, right? Don't you?
And I know you have diesel in that car of yours, Karen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? You know what else? You know what else? When I have a bottle, a plastic bottle, and I see that recycling bin right next to me, I don't use it.
Because
That's
you
right.
because you reuse the bottle yourself. Is that what you're saying?
No, I throw it right in the trash. Everything I can get, I throw in the trash. Sometimes I'll go in the recycling bin, take stuff out, and put it in the trash.
Jeez, you're like the supervillain over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I am.
It's only a matter of time
I'm the
before they
villain.
find you.
No, dude.
Oh,
We had a Minecraft server. We still have it, but we are not as active on it anymore. And Jaden and I joined one day, and there's just all this propaganda about climate change and how the Earth is. What would you like to explain any of that, Cameron? 'Cause
yeah.
maybe-
So, as anyone would be able to tell, I'm a huge environmentalist, and so, of course, I wanted to spread my message to as many people as I knew, and so of course I went on our Minecraft server of 5 people and spread my not propaganda, my true messages around. One of the messages was that I felt like if you've ever played Minecraft before, you chop down trees. It's the first thing you do. But how many people really plant your tree back after you chop it? So I came out with the slogan, cut one, plant one. And I think it's effective. And I think that if we were to implement that same idea around the world today, then I think Minecraft would be a much better place.
I see. Isn't it even in Minecraft? It's just so much faster to cut one than it is for a tree to grow entirely. Do you think that we need to be planting multiple every time we cut one?
Yes, is the short answer.
So
It's a long answer.
I have an idea. Because if we go with your idea, let's say for every tree we cut, we plant 4 more.
Yes.
Eventually, there's going to be so many trees and not enough room for urbanization or growth or expansion. So I just say we cut down all the trees because then we have more room to populate our planet.
That was a great idea.
That's an excellent idea.
Yeah, cut down the rainforest,
Or we can just
Well,
save the
I've been
saplings
convinced.
for later.
We have the rainforest in our server. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Have you guys
We're
been
talking
on the
about
server
Minecraft, so
recently?
yeah.
What is the most recent that anyone has been on?
It's been a minute. Once I was like, I think I had stopped playing during finals, and then
Yeah.
now we're on winter break still.
But we need to get on because I put in a lot of hours into making that thing, and then we just haven't used it yet. Really like to use it. But off topic, I was asking that question because when I was in Sweden, I was spending some time with this family, and the Swedish family, and they there was this young Swedish child who was playing Minecraft with because he would always ask me to play when I came over to their house, and so he really wanted to play on Java, and there was no server available, so I let him on our server, of course, and he started making something, uh, and I didn't know how to tell him because his English was okay, but he was pretty young, so he didn't speak English that great, and I don't speak any Swedish, obviously. And so I went back. I haven't been on in a few weeks myself, but last time he showed me what he was building, on the last day I was there, and it was right in the middle of
the plaza.
It's kind of it's right near the plaza, but it's kind of in the center of that little area, and it's just this huge, ginormous, thing made of glass, which is the hardest thing to take down. So I have no idea what it looks like now. I don't know if he's done anything to it, but it's pretty ginormous.
You know what's crazy about that kid? He grew up to be PewDiePie.
Dude, that's actually it's crazy. I knew another guy I was talking to. He was that guy's brother. He was older. He was like our age. And apparently he went to the same high school that Jeb went to.
Oh, from Minecraft?
Yeah.
He's a developer, right?
Which if-
He's still there.
He's
I
with
think.
Yeah,
the-
he's like one of the main
He's the one
main
with
guys.
the sheep, right? When you name a sheep after him,
Yeah,
it turns rainbow.
yeah. Pretty sure, yeah.
Pretty cool. I mean, how many
Yeah.
schools are in Sweden? You know, like one,
A
maybe?
lot.
One, two, maybe.
I thought it was interesting because it was like the one of the three things I know about Sweden, and this guy is actually has known him, so that was
Is that an
really
alien? Like
did the
a-
heaven
Yeah, I
did the heaven
think
just
they're-
open its
I think
gates to
they're
you?
letting them out. I think they're letting them out finally.
something's
Out of
happening
the
to me.
cellar.
Why does it look like midnight, Cameron?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It
It's-
looks like he's stuck in
It
the
looks so
basement.
dark there.
It's
It's
so
like a
dark.
service entrance to a stadium. Like he's
Yeah.
just
I'm
they
just
take
maybe
away
I'm
his-
just maybe we're just not used
His
to
privileges.
brick. It's just all
Take away
brick.
his face cam privileges.
He's getting beaten right
His
now.
his computer time has been exceeded.
He has to like close it and hide it.
where'd you get that laptop?
It's like whenever
What are you guys saying about me? Huh?
you play like your DS after your bedtime.
What happened to your accent?
Parents walking
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Make me some tea. Make me some tea.
Are you drinking cola? And he just cans you tea.
Is that coffee? What?
You know what they call because they have the sugar tax in the UK, so they don't have very many sodas that have like real sugar in them. I think only one that I know of, which is Coke. You know what they call normal Coke? They call it full fat.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Bro,
Why not
they're just
weird.
trying to find like
Coke?
weird
There's so
names.
many. Yeah.
It's weird.
How do you
It's like
feel? How do you
people
feel about
calling
that, AJ?
it pop. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
How does that make you
That's
feel?
just
dude?
what they probably call light switches like flicky doos or something. you know? They gotta
They
add
call
so
it-
many syllables to it. It's a Coke. It's Coke.
What?
Well, it's Coke. It's like it's like, do you want like a Coke? Like, do you want it full fat or do you want it
Full fat?
whatever? Yeah,
Is the other
strange.
option like Diet Coke? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Coke Zero or something.
Dude, full
Mm.
fat. I'm never
Why don't
drinking
Have
that.
you-
say Coke?
Have you gotten
And
used
then
to
that's
the food over there, Cameron? Because I know that was a big
No.
struggle early on.
Of course, no, not at all. Definitely not. In fact, I meet a lot of foreigners here, like from other countries as well. Like I met someone today who I had a conversation with, and she's from South Korea. And the last thing I asked her, because I love to ask people from other countries this question, the last thing I asked her today was, "And what do you think about the food?" Because she's only been here for like a week, and she's like, and everybody always responds like that. They're like, I haven't really gotten used to it. The food where I come from is, quite different.
So what's
It's not
so
great.
bad about it? Like, is it just the selection,
So-
or does it just taste bad in general?
So I'll make two categories to be fair to them. So there's like traditional British food, and then there's like fast food, and they have other foods here as well. But I'm not going to talk about like their Indian food or things like that because that's like Indian food, right? So home style, when people cook for you, or if like you get like traditional British food, straight up they'll like steam or boil vegetables, mostly like steam, I think, and they'll just not put any seasoning on it sometimes on some of them.
Oh dang!
So it's just completely like
As God intended.
yeah, yeah. And so it's just a little bit bland, and they also have some strange things. I've heard some of this is actually not just the UK, but they have like some weird foods here. Like Hope she got a proper English breakfast at some place, and she ordered something called like, what was it, like black sausage or something like that? And apparently what it is, it's like blood. It's like legit like blood in like a sausage casing or something like that. I'm probably explaining this
Is
poorly,
it like?
but that's basically what it is.
Is it hardened?
It's like
Like congealed blood.
yeah, congealed. Yeah, it's like congealed blood.
No, that sounds terrible.
Yeah. Doesn't that sound disgusting? I haven't tried that. I'm not gonna try that. But apparently that's pretty normal.
Well, at least you have like
So-
Chick-fil-A's or something, right?
No, I would give anything for a Chick-fil-A. So here's the other problem. So that's the first problem. The other problem is fast food. Fast food here, like if you go to like a KFC or McDonald's, it doesn't taste the same as it does back home. And I've been to 3 different European countries now, so I've gotten to taste the difference. And the UK has a unique issue when it comes to fast food. And I think it's because of the oil that they use. They use rapeseed oil, and I've told you guys about this a little bit before, but they use rapeseed oil. Listen, you guys know me. I'm all about the environment, right? I love the environment. I love, Mother Earth.
Yeah, for sure.
But when it comes to food, when it comes to taste, right? You don't want a consistent word defending a particular food to be environmentally friendly, because that may be an indication that other factors about that food are not so great. So the thing about rapeseed oil is that you can recycle it into fuel, so it doesn't have to just be like thrown away after you use the oil. But you can taste a big difference in the fast food, and it's not as good.
So the only downside, in your opinion, is that it doesn't taste that great.
Yeah, and I don't think it's that much healthier. Well, it depends on your perspective. I mean, in the UK, they would say it's healthier, but if you go to the US, like if you guys look up rapeseed oil and read about it, you'll probably find a lot of people saying that it's worse for you than the other oils that we eat.
Okay.
So I don't know who's correct in terms of health, but
You said you had been to 3 European countries?
yeah,
What
I've
was
been
the
to.
third? What was it?
I went to the Czech Republic. For Hope and I just got back from there. We went for like 4 days to Prague.
Mhm.
And they're a little farther. They're like Central Europe. Their food is much better. Their food's pretty good. They have good food, good fast food as well. I had KFC there because I had to try it, and it's pretty close to U.S. standards.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I remember you sent us that picture of you in a Burger King in Sweden, right?
Yeah, dude, that
Was-
was the first Burger King I've ever
Okay,
been
yeah.
to in my life, ever. I've never been to one before. That was the first time.
Oh,
Never
yeah,
been
What
to
was-
Burger King?
How did you think?
I've never been to.
The last time I went to Burger King was on our way to College Station, and we stopped at
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
Burger
The
King.
classic,
That,
the
that
classic
was the
spot.
classic Burger King.
Yeah.
What did you
I
think
avoid
of
I
Burger
avoided
King,
going
man?
on that point. Well, I've been eating British food for a few months now, so I thought it was pretty good. And it was in Sweden, so
Well, you
It was a
really
little
need to
bit
check out
better.
that Travis Scott Whopper song now. I mean, I'm sure you'd be a big fan.
yeah.
Did you get a Whopper or did you get something else?
Hope and I shared. She got a Whopper, and I got
Oh, I got the
some
chicken
some
fries.
nugs. I got
I
some
knew it,
nugs.
dude. You can't help
Dude, it's a
yourself.
classic. I have to compare them, dude. I have to know. This is knowledge I have to get. I've never
think
been to Burger King before.
The only thing I ever get at Burger King when I go like once every 2 years is their chicken fries.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
think I
bro.
remember you getting those.
Interesting.
Let's talk about something else real quick. Let's talk about how every time we go out to eat with Jaden, no matter where we go, dude, it could be an Italian restaurant, a Mexican restaurant, he's gonna get chicken fingers, dude.
No, I'm not. No.
Jay?
If
I-
What?
Dude.
In his
He's gonna get-
defense,
No, you won't.
the only time I ever see him get chicken tenders, because when we go to like Red Robin,
I'm
I don't think he gets-
devouring that burger, bro, and it has an egg
dude,
on it,
the
and it has
the
an egg on it.
burger. Oh my god, dude!
It's so messy.
Every bite, it's just an explosion inside. Dude, it's so good, dude.
I got
It's
I got
phenomenal.
me and Meadow went to Red Robin the other day. I don't know why,
Yeah,
but
that's-
just the egg, bro. The
Yeah,
egg
I'm
burger
back,
just wasn't hitting. It just felt like so much messier than
dude.
usual. It
Yeah.
felt so much grosser than usual.
It's because they're using those Arkansas eggs, dude. You got to come back and use the
I think so.
chicken.
Maybe
or
just
the
'cause-
chickens from Texas. You know?
Maybe it's just
Texas
because
chickens.
she didn't get the egg burger. Maybe I need the company. Maybe that's what makes
Are-
it taste good.
Yeah, are the portions smaller there? Like, just in general,
so.
because yeah, everything's bigger in Texas, you know. So
Yeah.
Like, do they serve you smaller?
That yeah, it's probably about the same size, and it's also cheaper, and our minimum wage is higher, which is crazy.
That's
Oh, I guess everything is just so much better, huh?
But I
Yeah.
think there's like our state taxes are more expensive or something.
It's like
Life is just
90%.
so much greener in Arkansas, huh?
Yeah, it is. If y'all want to
Yeah.
move in,
They
we
love
got
it
extra
about
room.
all that wide open space. They need to put some
You
apartment
have enough room
complexes
for
in or
me, AJ,
something.
and Ryan
What'd you say?
in that
Lou?
one room. You have enough room for me, AJ, and Ryan.
Dude,
Yeah,
he's
we
got
do.
plenty of rooms.
Yeah, guys.
Well,
Every-
you didn't come last time, I don't think. But that bed splits into like 2 beds, so
Okay.
all we need
Yeah,
is
I
like
mean,
someone to lay on the
Ryan
floor,
did-
maybe, or on the
Yeah,
couch.
I don't mind sharing a bed either. So
Yeah, they're twins, but I mean, y'all could definitely fit on one of them.
yeah. And one thing I liked about their house, that every room, every hallway, every bathroom had a framed like cow, like a painting of a cow on the
Oh.
wall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it was.
we're
AJ.
we're big fans of AJ, but those are some hand-me-downs I think she got from her roommate and also her mom. I'm trying to take him down. I swear, I'm trying to take him down. But we just
No,
need
dude,
we
You
just
don't like
need
him?
I
we
will
just
for you if you want me to.
we just
I'll
need
sign it
something
for
to
you.
replace it and put it up there. We just haven't figured
Put a
that out yet.
picture of all.
Do we need to
Some
explain the whole
headshots of
AJ
AJ.
joke? Do we need to explain the AJ joke, or are we keeping it like?
They
I
get
think
it.
they got it. I think
They get it. They keep up with the
Yeah.
lore of the channel. They've watched
Okay.
every.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, they remember
It's
which
been so
exact
long.
video that we
Yeah.
talked about the AJ joke in.
Yeah.
All right.
And if you don't know, go back and watch
Every
every
single video. Yeah, you'll find
It's
it.
in one of them. We won't tell you which one.
because
Yeah.
we don't know.
Yeah, or it was cut out and we're lying to y'all. So sorry about that.
That just means that we're gonna talk about it in a future video. So just keep tuning in
Stay
until we finally
tuned.
talk about it.
Yeah, in the next episode in like 2027 or something.
I'm excited,
Yeah.
dude.
No,
I'll be ready in a few years for sure.
no. Next episode is out next week.
Alright.
Dude, all right, it'll be
The
next week. I mean, I was gonna talk about GTA 6 or whatever, but whatever. Guess we'll save that.
GTA 6, Avengers 8, anything else that's coming out, and
Avengers, No
3
King,
years.
No King Dynasty, Zero
Yeah.
King Dynasty.
Kung Fu Panda 4.
Oh, dude, I forgot that was coming out.
Why is there another Kung Fu Panda? They should have stopped at 3.
It was
stop at
yeah. No, the
They should
third one
stop
was
at one,
good.
bro. They should stop at one.
2 is the goat. 3's all right.
Yeah,
one?
two is really
2 was
good.
the one with the like the ostrich, right, or the peacock or whatever.
Is
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
The ostrich?
Okay, dude, I know he's a tall bird, dude. What do you want from me? And then 4 was or
No,
3
that hasn't come out yet, dude.
3 had J.K. Simmons, I think, as the villain.
Yeah, it
is that
did.
right?
As,
He was
like,
like
the
an
bull.
alligator or something.
It was-
Oh
I think
no,
it
was like a
bull.
bull.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
I only saw that one once in theaters, I think, and I never saw it again. So I honestly
I
don't
think-
remember.
He
He
could
was
like
just
summon,
racist, I think. He just wanted to kill the
he
pandas.
was just racist.
He could like summon the souls of like all the dead warriors, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think so, yeah. He could like
Yeah, well,
possess
he-
people
he
too,
just wanted
maybe.
to kill
Number
all of
4 is
the.
gonna have Tai Lung come back, and then he's gonna immediately wallop, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that'd be
can tell
sick.
in the trailer.
Yeah, I saw that the other people aren't there, like the monkey and the praying mantis.
They,
and
they
stuff.
weren't in it. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
snake and the tiger and the grasshopper, right?
They probably retired. Dude.
Their names are Monkey, Brain,
Tigress.
something, Tigress.
And
What's
mantis.
those actually are the names, right?
Yeah.
Do they call
Yeah.
him Monkey? Is that what they call
Yes,
him?
they call him Monkey.
Are you sure?
And Monkey
Yeah.
is voiced by Jackie Chan.
Yeah. Also
I thought it was.
If you didn't know.
I thought they called him something else. I just remember that
No,
meme
that's
of
Monkey,
like
bro.
of the turtle Uguay or something. He like finds him or
Yeah.
something, and he's like, monkey.
Monkey.
I just didn't think that's what they called him.
and
What's his
Mantis
name, bro?
is
It's Monkey,
Seth
dude.
Rogen.
Yeah, he's a mantis. Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, you know,
But
what
I
else
always
that
love
reminds me
getting
of?
the Rogan laugh.
That reminds me of going back to the movie I talked about earlier, the Chipmunk movie, Chip and Dale. There was like a scene with Seth Rogen where I think he played a character like one of the bad guys, and he was like chasing the 2 guys through like a convention, and he like got trampled, and he's like laying on the ground, and he looks up, and all of his like previous characters are like talking to him. So there's like who he played in Puma from
Oh,
Lion King, and I think Mantis was there, and then from Monsters vs. Aliens. He played like a gooey guy, right?
Yeah,
Really? They're
yeah.
all
I think
there?
yeah, I'm
remember
pretty
that.
sure. I think they were all there.
I was like, didn't he also play Donkey Kong? The Mario
Yeah,
movie?
he did play Donkey
Unfortunately,
Kong.
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Wasn't a fan of that casting choice. But every time I hear something about like
Just,
that weird Chip and Dale movie, it always makes me want to watch it. But then I like look at it and I don't really want to watch it.
I don't remember why I watched it because it doesn't really seem like something I would be interested in.
Probably because
But-
it has Rick and Morty in it. You heard it.
Yeah, I must have heard about it. I love Rick and Morty. I try to get all the lore and all the. Wonder which Rick that is in that movie.
Which numbered Rick? I'm
Yeah.
surprised you haven't watched the new season yet.
I don't think it's out. Like I think I'd have to pay for it, but I also
Oh.
haven't really looked much into it.
I'm slacking. I never finished the last season. The pre new guy.
Bird.
era.
Yeah,
So
I
watched yours at the apartment.
we were watching it at the apartment, you and I, and we got like a couple weird episodes with like the fortune cookie and
Yeah,
I
it got really weird and like
oh,
fetishy.
yeah.
And I was like, I think I don't know if this is what I want to watch anymore.
There was
It's
like
always been kind of weird.
I remember like the Die Hard episode was pretty funny because it brought back Roy. I'm a big fan of Die Hard, so when Summer was doing a Die Hard, and then Rick and Morty were like stuck inside the Roy game, that was like pretty funny.
Yeah, that was funny.
I honestly don't really remember how the season ended, but I do remember there were some pretty weird episodes in that season.
That's the only problem I have with Rick and Morty is that whenever they like that Die Hard episode, obviously it's a Die Hard reference, but they keep like mentioning that's a Die Hard reference, and they can't just let it be a reference. The amount of times that episode says Die Hard is probably like 20 times or something. They just keep saying how it's a Die Hard reference, and I was like, we get it.
Yeah,
Just like
she was
just
like,
let it be
"I'm doing a
reference."
Die Hard" or whatever.
Yeah, it's like just stop, please. But then it's like, well, do I want this or do I want the fortune cookie stuff? I guess I'll just take this. I don't really want the fortune cookie stuff.
I mean, like the only episode I've actually ever watched was that one where it's like the imposters or something.
Oh, dude, that's
And
the
they're,
best
like, kept in
episode
the house, and then
where they're
right
trying to
after
figure
card
out who
game
the
on it or something
parasites
like
are.
that. Yeah.
That's the best
That was-
episode for sure.
Yeah,
We even had a card game of it.
but yeah, I got it for my birthday, right?
Yeah.
From Jaden.
It's like
it's
one of
pretty
us
fun.
was the imposter or something. I don't remember, but
No one really won. It just kept.
I don't think we ever really learned how to play. We just kind of made up our rules.
we basically just played Among Us in real life.
It's a good idea. Yeah, everyone stay tuned for our Among Us video coming out
You're right.
within the week.
That's all it's gonna be.
Is everything coming out within the week?
Yep, we're right back to it.
Hey,
Right back to it.
Starting today, daily uploads.
Daily.
all right.
Yeah, we've been recording this whole time. We just haven't been
Hey,
posting. So
we have 3 years of content. We're gonna start posting.
Yeah.
just been looking for an editor, you know.
Speaking of content, Cameron, have you played any Lethal Company yet?
I have not yet.
Dude, it's so much fun. Because it's just for person squads, but there are mods to get more people in. So we
How much is it again?
It's only 10 bucks. I don't know how many.
10 American dollars.
Yeah, I don't know how many bloke dollars it is.
Yeah. How many I was about to say, how many blow dollars is that?
What's the conversion rate over there? What are you right now?
1 bloke dollar is like 1.25 freedom dollars.
Dude, that's like $8 for you, bro.
It's still
Damn, it's actually cheaper for you. We should.
that's not how I think about it. No, they normally just make it cost the same. So if it's like $10, they'll make it cost like 10
I was about to
blokes.
say, I don't want the bloke dollar to be more valuable than the freedom dollar.
Yeah. It is funny how every time we play a game with Cameron, his connection is better than AJ's.
It's amazing.
He's
No,
In
He's
another country.
a few kilometers away, and here I am across the ocean.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, he's down the
We were
street for
playing-
some of these guys.
we were playing Minecraft and Cameron's connection was full. He had full bars. I don't know what it's called in Minecraft terms. And then AJ's was 1 out of 4, 1 out of 5.
Well, that's because
Um,
has anyone actually confirmed that Cameron is in Europe? 'Cause he could
That's
still
true.
be down the street. That's
I
why his
could have
connection's
swore I
so
saw
good.
him at Sam's Club the other day.
He goes to Chick-fil-A all the time.
Yeah,
He goes to Chick-fil-A.
yeah, I always see him his order come through, and I always send him a pic of it.
Oh, but you guys, I mean, you guys got the picture of the me with the llama, right?
Dude, that's so fake.
Such a
Cameron sent
Photoshop
us a picture.
I mean, I
Of
took
him.
that in London,
London.
guys.
Dude, that was totally photoshopped.
You can use AI
All of his
Photoshop
pictures are
now, but it really
photoshopped. They all
generates
look
some photos.
photoshopped.
No.
All right, well, I guess we'll go ahead and stop it here. This kind of devolved into a mess, but hey, as long
Yeah.
as it was better than last time, that's all. That's all we wanted to
So
do.
There's
nice.
I got my fire alarm fixed, so that's good.
Yeah, camera's still a little shaky, but oh man, that was so bad.
Yes.
Yeah, fire alarm's fixed. Ryan doesn't have a virus anymore on his computer, or maybe he
Yeah,
does.
dude, that was awesome. I'm
Yes.
hopefully not. I don't have any more problems.
Eli's
Travis
here,
Scott. Eli's here. Travis Scott has made amends.
Yeah, Travis
Maybe
Scott
he'll-
apologized.
Maybe by next episode he'll be in the item shop. So
They're definitely gonna bring him
Keep-
back. Yeah, for sure.
McDonald's is definitely going to bring him back.
dude, I forgot about the Travi Patty.
Hey,
It was,
That's how you were like talking about Travis Scott's accomplishments. Was like he's known for his Krabby Patty.
Fortnite skin and Krabby Patty.
yeah, you're like when he's not making burgers, he's making music or something like that. All right, guys. Well, maybe you'll see us next week. Maybe you'll see us a few years from now. You really never know. But we appreciate y'all tuning in. Yeah, welcome Eli to the rotation. Hopefully the Cowboys win against Green Bay. I hate Green Bay. If Green Bay wins, I'm not showing
might
up
go
next
watch.
week. All right, but yeah, take care, guys, and as always, world peace.
So I'll see you later, I guess. All right, I'm gonna go watch the Cowboy game now. So.
All right.
A sidearm throw into the end zone, rolling to his right by Jordan Love in traffic, and the Packers are piling it on the Cowboys. It's 47-16.